For the first time ever, we have a Bitcoin ETF. It's amazing. I'm super excited. Can't wait to see what happens. But I do have a question. What's next? And is this what Satoshi really wanted? Before we get into my concerns and what I think will happen next, I just want everyone to know I am pro Bitcoin. This is huge for cryptocurrency, the whole market, everybody, DeFi, crypto miners, traders, everybody is going to benefit from this. It's a good time to diversify your portfolios. Not financial advice, but that's what I would do. I mean, now that we have institutional money coming into Bitcoin, what is next? Ethereum with an ETF? There's been rumors about that already. Now, I know some of you are against institutional money and you think it will hurt cryptocurrency in general. Well, I disagree because I think these institutions bring a whole new generation of people into cryptocurrency, thus for speeding up its adoption. So I think with institutional money now, we're going to see more places accept Bitcoin as forms of payment, but regulation is coming down the pipe and it's something that we all should be concerned about. But honestly, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, yeah, we got the ETF and we're going to have billions of dollars in institutional money invested into Bitcoin. I do believe that the exchanges, at least the major ones, should definitely be regulated because honestly, they can get away with whatever they want. Now, I know the SEC has come down on a lot of these projects and there has been some repercussions. On the flip side to that, we need regulation, guys, because we need clear instructions and rules and tax rules because tax with cryptocurrency is a nightmare. Try to understand what I'm getting at. My only fear moving forward with the ETF is that we've opened Pandora's box if we don't stick together and really tell our representatives what we want when it comes to this. If crypto has ever been political, it is more politicized now than any point in its history. This is the time where the community needs to get together and really speak. People like Dennis Porter and a few others, Charles Hodgkinson, these are people who are voices, loud voices in the community that are going to Congress and educating. This is an education period. I cannot stress this enough. So with all that said, I want to move on to what Bitcoin was originally designed for. Was it really meant to have an ETF and stock market influence in the cryptocurrency space? I know that Satoshi probably didn't want all this to happen, and this is not exactly what he meant by creating a free cryptocurrency. But the beautiful thing about Bitcoin is that nobody can control it. I don't think there's enough money on the planet to control Bitcoin, control the hash rate with computers. There's no way to control it. And I think that a lot of these hedge funds, they think that they got it figured out. I think there's going to be a rude awakening with Bitcoin when they figure out that they can't manipulate it as good as they do the stock market. But hey, what do I know, right? Listen, it would be foolish for all of us to dive into the cryptocurrency market, buy a bunch of Bitcoin without sitting back for a second and just going, okay, what could go wrong here, right? A lot of us don't do that. A lot of people FOMO into projects, and it's not really the best thing to do. Did you ever wonder to yourself, all right, this is great news, but where can this go wrong? I don't know. Maybe it's the police officer in me, and I'm always thinking about the worst case scenario. Prepare for the worst, pray for the best. That's just something that I've lived by, and I think it's important that we go ahead, we move forward together, but cautiously, because now this is an entirely different league. So real quick, I want to get back to Satoshi Nakamoto's vision of Bitcoin real quick. And there's one story that comes to mind. A while ago, I read an article about a woman, an Afghan woman, who was in an abusive marriage with a really physically abusive husband and her 2 kids. And he was just completely brutal. He would beat her, he would beat the kids, and it was terrible, a terrible thing and should never happen. She wanted a way out. She couldn't get out. He controlled their money. She couldn't go to the bank. She couldn't do anything. So she would sneak out at night and she would find ways to stack Bitcoin. Now, from what the story read was she used a cell phone, not like an iPhone, but a flip phone with a keypad, a very basic phone like we used to use back in the early 2000s. and she was able to discreetly save Bitcoin to escape her husband. She was able to get a better life for her and her kids, escaping a violent and abusive man. And this is such an amazing story because this is what I think in my mind Satoshi meant. This is free currency, not controlled by any bank, by any person, no one, any government. This is what he meant. This gave her the freedom to move, to get away. This is what Bitcoin was meant to be. However, it puts me between a rock and a hard place again because, yes, I want Bitcoin to gain mass adoption. I like the ETF. I'm for the ETF, but I am also for the free market, non-control. We are going to be in a very, very interesting time with cryptocurrency. Blockchain technology is revolutionizing the way that we live and work. Bitcoin is changing the landscape of our finance system. These are great things that are going to happen. But if we don't keep it in check, the powers that be, well, they'll be, and they'll control everything we do. However, living in the United States, we have this beautiful thing called a Constitution, a Bill of Rights, and the amendments to the Constitution that are just awesome. And it gives us the ability for us to fight back. We won't have a lot of the obscene rules that other countries have because they don't have these things in place. Their governments run wild with rules and ban things at the drop of a dime, where here in the United States, we have the ability to fight. We have the ability to speak and go to Congress. And that's a beautiful thing that we should take advantage of. That's exactly what the Constitution was written for. And Bitcoin aligns with that. Cryptocurrency aligns with that. It's freedom. Educate your friends, educate your family, sit your 78-year-old uncle on the couch like I did and spend 3 hours explaining what Bitcoin is and let him know that this money is not controlled and that's the way we want to keep it. I have a son. I'm a proud father. I can't wait till he's old enough and I can explain to him these values and these things that are going to give him a healthy future. This may seem crazy to you guys, but this goes so deep into our society and what it really is. We have created a good system. We have it. It's in place. Do not let the people from the old world, the dinosaurs, do not let them destroy everything that we want to keep so sacred in cryptocurrency. So if you're excited about the Bitcoin ETF and future ETFs coming to the cryptocurrency market, I want you to be. I want you to be excited, but I do not want you to lose focus on what the goal is with cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, and that is to be free. It's meant to be free. Yes, regulation is coming. I understand that. Yes, we're going to see a lot of rules on taxes. Great. That's awesome. Let's fight back and keep Bitcoin free. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you liked this video. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Hawk out.